afraid, keep doing it.
Keep that flag good.
Yeah, that's a sign. That's an omen, man.
Couldn't say that because it was a YouTube video of the fucking crow talking.
Yeah, they can do that, man. Them crows can speak birds. Parents.
I was telling you, brothers, like when I be out, when I used to work in my neighborhoods with big ass houses, there used to be crows sitting on top of the damn house. You know, that's the moment. You know, like death is coming for you.
Lord can use, so that's like us getting, let's say you women, like I said, it's like you women acting like you all high and mighty. You think you can tell a man what he's supposed to do. Isaiah 41 ain't talking about that. You gotta do this. Okay, why was a woman created? To serve God. No, it's to serve man. You serve God by serving man. No, actually, why was the man created? To serve the Lord. The Lord created the man to serve him. He didn't need you. But he made you for the man. So who are you to think you can control Adam? You got it all misconstrued. And since you want to be that powerful, let us remind you that it took 0 Israelite women to bring forth the 12 tribes of Israel. 0. Like you mentioned. The first Israelite woman was Dinah or Dinah. Where's the tribe of Dinah? There is none. There is none. Okay? So that's what happens when you get proud. But does the Lord love you? Of course. If you don't love him, of course he still loves you. But you can't, you want to get prideful. Let me show you exactly what pride gets you. Okay? It can get you to the point where you're not, get them out of here. They think they on some level. It's like us walking around here, the Lord needs us to come out here and prophesy. The Lord said, okay, watch this. Put the spirit on these stones and start speaking. And put the spirit on these birds to come out and start. They don't need your ass. You know? That's stupid of us. But the Lord is merciful, gracious to us. And he wants to save us, and he's going to save us. But understand that we can't save ourselves. We didn't have this knowledge ourselves. Okay? The Spirit was given to us. All things were given to us. Even your faith that you have was given to you. So where's the room for pride? There is none. No pride. Right? It's like you think, oh, you're so needed. Snap his fingers to wake up the elect. He set this up as foolishness of preaching. We look like fools. In fact, you had a guy that came in a comic book, or whoever it was, you guys look like fools. Yeah, you're right. It's how the Most High, it's how he got to set it up. You know, he could do a revelation of the sky if he wanted to wake up his elect. He doesn't need it. This is how he got it set up. And we just grateful, you know, I'm grateful that I can come out here and actually teach. Put some work in. I'm grateful for that. You know?
Lord did you that, then what? There wouldn't be no need to weed you motherfuckers out. Everybody will be, oh, I believe now. No, Lord really don't see who believe based on who believe without seeing. You know? Who believes from hearing. Who go wholeheartedly, to the best of their abilities, keep the laws and commandments, man, without seeing, man. You know? That's the beauty of this all, man.
And if I can add, you're going to really be finding out when you go through that fire, when you go through the fiery trial, okay? You ain't going to fake that. I don't care who you are, okay? And some of you might be put to death, okay? What you going to do then? You gonna buck down in? You gonna turn down in? Okay? So you can't even fake this. And long before you get to that, the Rakak Kodash is gonna find you out anyway. So yeah, you told me to get Luke. Yeah, this is Luke 17, and start at Luke 17, starting at the 7th verse. It says, "But which of you having a servant plowing or feeding cattle will say unto him by and by, when he is come from the field, go and sit down to meat? And not," verse 8, "and will not rather say unto him, make ready wherewith I may sup and gird thyself and serve me till I have eaten and drunken, and afterwards thou shalt eat and drink. Does he thank that servant because he did the things that were commanded him? I trow not. So likewise ye, when ye shall have done all things which are commanded you, say, we are unprofitable servants. We have done that which our duty to do.
We're doing what our duty is to do, and we're happy to do it. Into the world, we're simply doing that which we're told to do. So we shouldn't expect to thank you at the end of this. That's why the Lord got those parables in there, just to keep you humble, in case you get big things. Which you made because you're in the flesh, and that's what the Lord will sit you. Time and time again, you may think you're the shit, and the Lord got to remind you about it. Calm down. I'm thankful for that too. But I don't want to get too big-headed. You know, walk around thinking my shit don't think. And then I get into a compromising position because I think I'm somebody for myself. Turn to the Lord, calm it down. So I'm thankful for that. When I do step out of line, the Lord will come back. There's times when the Lord rebuked me through my mother. And she just turned to a whole completely different person. I'm like, hey, that was a little rough. You ain't never like that, but you like that.
Yeah, because it's still your mother. That's why the scripture says, honor your father and your mother. Because they know you, like you're really a child. Matthew 3:8 reads, bring forth therefore fruits meet for repentance. And think not to say within yourselves, we have Abraham to our father, but I say unto you that Yahweh is able is able of these stones to raise up children unto Abraham.
See, Jake, man, that's the problem with Jake. Okay? I think they somebody. And the Lord, that's why scripture say, having a form of godliness from denying the power of the Lord. Yeah, we're guys, right? And on top of it, yeah, we deserve the whole world. Yeah, that's all right.
Jake didn't do that nigga. Jake get caught up in like the stuff. Like Jake hadn't acknowledged how much puff him up. Like what you should carry yourself was, like with some type of standard. It's like you as an Israelite man, you have to learn how to set boundaries for yourself. And the scriptures talk about what ruling your own spirit. All right, but at the same time, like you shouldn't try to, oh yeah, I'm this, I'm that, because the scripture says what, like many teach for envy and strife. Like yeah, man, I cut you niggas, man. I got you niggas. All right, just how like the old nigga that came up here earlier. He just came up here just for strife. Just to spew his own knowledge. All right, and you shouldn't be like that. Because the scriptures say that the servant of the Most High should be gentle. And to teach all men. Like even a guy that come up that might look like an Edomite, you just can't brush him off because he might be an Israelite. Okay.
You can want to take over to son. All that shit.
Yeah, you got some. You still got some that come up sometime. But hey, it doesn't matter. They still get found out that they Edomites. Yep. With their judgment and send their red asses on the way.
Back together, yeah, you got to experience that because that's wisdom according to the Lord. But when it comes to the truth, there's an order. We all newborn babes. We're supposed to be newborn babes coming in, and then you grow. Then that's when, because the Most High deals with order, whether you like it or not. I'm talking about you rebellious Israelites out there. He deals with order. He has order and respect. It's even in our law. Thou shalt not raise up basically against the hoary nigga. You're still supposed to show respect. know, and even your parents, like your brother mentioned, your parents. The scriptures talk about how when your parents get older, their wisdom may fail, you still got to be patient.
That's right.
Because we all wax on, right? So the Most High still deals with order. Okay? Well, I'm a special spirit. Okay, Josiah was a special spirit. He really brought the Israelites back into the land. He had to pass over them. Nobody could never top. But he went against the commandment of the Lord and took them out. So what that shows? No respect for persons, man. We're supposed to be thankful for what we have and our ability of what we can do.
Josiah went off? Yeah, I think he went off. I think he's still racist.
As far as, I believe he was the one that went to war. When they held the Passover, I believe his name was he went to war, I think to fight against Egypt or help Egypt. And the guy told him, he said, look, the Lord got me doing this. Don't intervene and get intervene anybody. Everybody left over because he just ain't gonna listen. Most High was still taking care of us out. It's like he did Moses. Okay? Moses had that one account when he went off.
That was thrown against the rock.
Yeah.
And he didn't believe.
Right.
That it?
Really, it was he said something unnecessary. He rejected what he did. Lord, just go up there and do it. Don't try to
He basically said, he basically got proud and said, I smoked the right and stuff. And that's
Right.
He got around you hard headed. You show y'all something real quick about this.
Jake pissing him off.
Well, it's like
Straight up.
should have just did give me all the glory. Since you do that now, we ain't gonna see him. So, but he was a special. I weep every time I read that story. You know, that one incident. You know, he tried to bring it up again. Let me go over to see. He said the Lord got mad and talked to me about that.
Right.
You know, so that's the will of the Lord. Too much is given, much is required. We gotta be thankful for what we have in the future. Just be thankful that life that you have is that you want. And then you can read whatever I have said.
All right, this is 1 Peter 5. We start at verse 1. It reads, "The elders which are among you I exalt, who am also an elder and a witness of the sufferings of Hamashiach, and also a partaker of the glory that shall be revealed, feed the flock of the Most High which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willing, not for filthy lucre, but of a ready mind, neither as being lords over the Most High's heritage, but being examples to the flock. When the chief shepherd shall appear, ye shall receive a crown of glory that fadeth not away. Likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder. Yea, all of you be subject one to another, and be clothed with humility. For the Most High resisteth the proud, giveth grace to the humble. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of the Most High, that he may exalt you in due time, casting all your cares upon him, for he cares.
That's it. That's why I got to apply. So you got to apply that more. Well, I want my time to shine. You want your time to shine. Lord, don't try to force it. So the Lord, he said to be subject to their order. You know, you may have that fire spirit, you may really want it, but the order says to hold your peace now. And it's all for the sake of the body. But you see, Jake don't like to hear that from their own people. You know, they don't want to hear that from us. They'll go on a job, right? And Esau's telling them the code of conduct. Yeah, we're getting paid for this. We're getting paid for this. So when they come out here, they thinking, hey, like y'all cut me a check, why should I have to follow? Well, it's according to the scriptures. It's just that simple. And there's times when you step out of line, and then you get caught. It looks like it's like it was over talking to them. Oh, it's like I'm that out of key. But this understanding, because you got that fiery spirit and you want to go, right? But you got to give place to the order. And just for all of our betterment. It's not so this brother can look better, this shine, this brother look better, this shine. It's just for the sake of the body, for the sake of order. That's how we conduct ourselves. And all them jakes that got the idea where, well, I think we all should do things according to this to be what they think is fair. It never works out for them. It never works out for them. Oh yeah. Pastahara, he goes into that story a lot, especially on Passover. Especially on Passover. You know the best Passover ever. The Lord can still take your life. You ain't
This is 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 4. It reads, they shall turn away their ears from the truth, and shall be turned unto fables. But watch thou endureth afflictions, the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry.
We'll read that in verse 5. So he says,
That was verse 5. I'll read it again.
1, 2, 5.
Oh, okay. You said 4. Start at the top again, 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 1. I charge thee therefore before the Most High and the Lord, Yahushua Mashiach, who shall judge the quick and the dead at his appearing and his kingdom. Preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine.
It's all part of the job. Preach the word. So the scriptures tell you to preach the word, do the work of an evangelist. When you look that up, it's street preaching. So we just followed in the footsteps of our ancestors. And they said what be in season, out of season, because what does a nigga like to do? It's 40 degrees. Yeah, it's 40 degrees. The Lord wouldn't want me out there on 40 degrees. But here it is, you gotta go work for Esau 12-hour shift. You suited up, booted up for the long shift.
Freezing.
In the freezing cold.
They ain't complaining one bit.
Right.
Get me freezing today.
This me to get this money.
Go in there, boy. Right.
And I'm getting overtime.
But you gotta have we have people like that. So I gotta go out and work. Right? So the temperature gotta be just right. 70 degrees, I guess my no attention is right.
Ain't nobody out here, but guess what? They looking out the windows. They got their window open. They sneak listening. You know. So you know, the Lord said, "Do it, just do it."
Ain't nobody watching my videos.
So what? Somebody, at least one person, you know, because I used to be.
But the whole thing is, man, you know, you gotta understand, like, hey, Yahweh Bashim Yahshua is always watching, you know, and the angels always watching. So you know, hey. Me personally, I don't care about the views. You know, as long as I put the video out, it's edifying. So I care about it. That's the message.
You'll get sure, you know. So.
We be 9 months down the line. The water, it's a good lesson. You can find that video. That's 2012. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, hey, that's how the spirit works.
Yeah, hey, somebody always watching too.
It might not give you that thumbs up, but you're gonna see 2, 3, 4, 500 views, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, you know, I was talking to a Dallas brother, you know, and the Dallas brother basically saying, like, you know, even the elders be watching the brother's video, so you don't know who's watching that stuff.
Don't even get the book. You got certain, that's another thing. We talk about how we not have the same thought. You got some brothers that just, we all got who we like to listen to, right? Me personally, I really just like this to the apostles. Man, I listen to this brothers. My brothers love to watch certain brothers. You know, Brother Malcolm Rose. He's an example of a man that he attracts a lot of people. Just his life. He gets more views than the elders, right? But that's his life. That's just how the Lord do it. Yeah, me either. I don't care for the I don't care for the views. Get it on camera.
I'm gonna trap with you.
Going into that one.
This is verse 3. But the time will come when they will not enter. Slack. Let me start over. 2 Timothy 4 and 3.
It's a cut to people who don't like it when they try to serve.
For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itchy ears. They shall turn away their ears from the truth and shall be turned unto fables. But watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry.
Keep doing what you're doing. But you're going to have naysayers, you're going to have gainsayers, you're going to have people with different doctrine. Just keep doing what you're doing. Right? That's simple. And then the Lord will bless you because we're doing what we're doing. Now there's an account of, and you can say, well, I do what the Lord says, so I deserve X, Y, Z. Guess what? The Lord may give it to you, and He ain't going to be bountiful with you. You want the Lord to be bountiful with you, okay? Versus being piecemeal. You know, I want the Lord going to bless. I don't want Him to hold back. You know, but let's say, especially when you say He that soweth sparingly, reaps sparingly. He's so bountiful. You know? The Lord bless you. You want Him to, you know, be bountiful with you. You don't want Him to spare with you, but He could if He wanted to. You know,
You want to be overtaken by them blessings.
right? Exactly. That's how you know the chart. The animals breathe with each other. The food trees.
Right by the back, too.
You got the not that one yet, but
This is Luke chapter 18 and verse 9. And he spake this parable unto certain which trusted in themselves that they were righteous and despised others.
right, because again, when we're talking about being God's on this earth, yes, it's in our spirit to feel entitled. I'm entitled to this, entitled to that, but God's on the earth. Yeah, as long as you understand why, because of the Lord. He wants you to understand why, right? Why is because the Lord granted it to us. We deserve it because we're His alive. Not we deserve it because we deserve it ourselves. We deserve it because the Lord said He's going to give it to us and we keep His commandments. So yeah, you should feel good about what, yeah, I'm doing what the Lord said I should feel good. I know I'm going to get rewarded. Yeah, as long as you're humble with it. But you got some people who are proud about it. Right? You got to understand, first of all, once you understand that everything comes from the Lord, then everything you're doing, you give joy in the Lord. I don't care what your job is. If you're really good at it and you have a passion for it, give glory and thanks to the Lord. And there's this guy, he just always, you know what I'm saying, and he's a janitor, right? But he's always in the best mood in the place. He just loves projects. Oh, we got a new project? Man, he just excited. But he's probably getting paid the least of most people, right? But he loved it, he just loved it. That's what it's about. So whatever you're good at, you're supposed to give thanks to the Lord. You're supposed to give joy in it. I just love doing this. Whereas you got some, you know, Esau is, he's a doctor, and he's proud as hell. You don't deserve this. You know, speak.
Verse 10, two men went up into the temple to pray, the one a Pharisee and the other a publican. The Pharisee stood and prayed thus with himself, Yahweh, I thank thee that I am not as other men are, extortioners, unjust, adulterers, or even as this publican. I fast twice in the week. I give tithe from all that I possess, and the publican standing afar off would not lift up so much as his eyes into the heaven, but smote upon his breast, saying, Yahweh be merciful to me to meet a sinner. Verse 14, I tell you, this man went down to his house justified rather than the other. For everyone that exalted himself shall be abased, and he that humbleth himself shall be exalted.
Right, so that man, he was good all the way up until he said, even this guy here, you know, he went off. It's okay to thank the Lord that he didn't give you a reprobate spirit, that you ain't on that BS like the half of these guys, like this guy over here. Just thankful, like, Lord, thank you for not having me, you know, I do this out of love. But he went off because he looked better, he looked as if he was better than his neighbor. But he's also in the temple. And even though you ain't maybe like this public, he thought he was justified in himself according to the law. I guess what? According to the scriptures, since he's obeying the commandment because the Lord blessed him. But like I said, because he got that pride, the Lord can be sparing, he can be sparing people. Right? So he teaches you what not to be proud. That's what it teaches you. So, you know, and it is beautiful, man, because when you really look at us, one, we're the flesh. All flesh waxes old. You know, the word of the Lord about it forever. We don't, right? Every gift you have in other Lord, there's really no room for pride. But there is such thing as a good pride, as the scriptures talk about. Like I said, taking joy and being thankful for the things you've done. You feel good about yourself, as long as you know you don't get too pride. And it also means don't get all weak. Like I said, oh, I'm not the hard. I'm just a thinker. You know what I'm saying?
White milk.
That's good enough. Okay?
White milk.
Use your life.
White milk.
Give it your all.
Like that. White milk. White milk. Here's white milk. White milk. No. Everybody got milk. White milk.
Deuteronomy chapter 9 and verse 1, it reads, Hear, O Israel, thou art to pass over Jordan this day, to go in to possess nations greater and mightier than thyself, cities great and fenced up to heaven, people great and tall, the children of the Anakims, whom thou knowest, and of whom thou hast heard say, Who can stand before the children of Anak? Understand therefore this day, the Lord thy power, is he which goeth over before thee as a consuming fire, he shall destroy them. He shall bring them down before thy face, so shall thou drive them out and destroy them quickly, as the Lord hath said unto thee. Speak thou in thy heart, after that the Lord thy power hath cast them out from before thee, saying, For righteousness the Lord hath brought me in to possess this land. But for the wickedness of these nations, the Lord doth drive them out from before thee. It says, For my righteousness, the Lord hath brought me in to possess this land. But for the wickedness of these nations, the Lord doth drive them out from before thee. Not for thy righteousness, or for the uprightness of thy heart, dost thou go to possess the land. But for the wickedness of these nations, the Lord thy power that drives them out from before thee, that he may perform the word which the Lord spake unto thy fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Understand, therefore, that the Lord thy God giveth thee not this good land to possess it for thy righteousness, but thou art a stiff-necked people.
Well, even when we got the land, we deserve this land because of our righteousness, you know. No, he destroyed us in the wilderness. He's a man of his word, and he gave us the land because he promised that to Abraham. That's why we're here. So you see, you got these accounts of restrictions because Jake naturally would get big-headed and think that they somebody. Listen, we are gods on the earth, but we're not the Messiah. That's what Jake gets misconstrued. They think, I'm the Messiah. No, you're not. He called us grasshoppers. Right? Now when you walking, you're watching out to make sure you don't step on the grasshopper. You know, the grasshopper trying to get out of your hand. That's how we are to the Lord. So don't think, now we are, you can say messiahs in the sense of saviors, as far as we got this truth. But we understand that deliverance comes through Yahweh.
Right.
But you got some Jake proud in their hearts right now, they think they are savior. They're putting themselves in the book of Revelation. But the Lord said that those don't happen, right?
This is Judges chapter 7 and verse 1. Then Jerubbaal, who was Gideon, and all the people that were with him rose up early and pitched beside the well of Herod, so that the host of the Midianites on the north side of them by the hill of Moray Valley. And the Lord said unto Gideon, the people that are with thee are too many for me to give the Midianites into their hands. These Israel vaunt themselves against me, saying, my own hand have saved me. Alright, so yeah, that was always in Israel's heart. You know, because like the brother said, like Israel is a great, mighty people, but at the same time, you know, like a nigga get too big-headed, you know? So, like, that's why the Lord just cut the army down to 300 men, so they could give praise to Yahweh by Shemel Shah. Because Israel would be like, you know, it was my archery skills. You know, I had like, I killed 100 men or whatever. You know, which Israel was doing that. But hey, all glory and honor goes to what Yahweh by Shemel Shah.
That had to be fucked up, man. I mean, just judging. Damn, man, you trying to, you know what I'm saying? Teaching you all this, teaching you all that. That's too.
One time with Mike Tyson, I could never lose. I said, I gotta go. That happens to everybody. They learn some skills, they beat a few guys, undefeated. I can never lose. This amateur. It's in this amateur. Like, we're going to take this guy. Always happens.
Hey, they got Floyd Mayweather smart. Every time he beat somebody ass, he say, hey, I'm the first one to thank God. Because without God, none of this would be possible. And Floyd Mayweather, he know he is Israelite.
I like his brand because he got that confidence. He perceived as cocky. But you need a little bit of, you know, to spice things up. His is just that natural confidence, but he knows what he's doing.
This is Matthew 20, starting at the first verse. For the kingdom of heaven is like unto a man that is an householder, which went out early in the morning to hire laborers unto his vineyard. Verse 2, and when he had when he had agreed with the laborers for a penny a day, he sent them into his vineyard. And verse 3, and he went out about the third hour and saw others standing idle in the marketplace. And he said unto them, go ye also into the vineyard, and whatsoever is right will give you, and whatsoever is right I will give you. And they went their way. Again, he went out about the 6th and 9th hour and did likewise. And about the 11th hour he went out and found others standing idle, and said unto them, why standeth ye here all day idle? They said unto him, because no man had hired us. He said unto them, go ye also into the vineyard, and whatsoever is right, that shall ye receive. So when even was come, the Lord of the vineyard said unto his steward, call the laborers and give them their hire, beginning from the last unto the first. And when they came that were hired about the 11th hour, they received every man a penny. But when the first came, they supposed that they should have received more, and they likewise received every man a penny. And when they had received it, they murmured against the good man of the house, saying, these lads have wrought but 1 hour, and thou hast made them equal unto us, which have borne the burden of the heat of the day. But he answered one of them and said, friend, I do no wrong. Didst thou not agree with me for a penny? Take that thine is and go thy way. I will give unto this man even as unto thee.
You got to have faith in the Lord. It's that simple. That's why the Lord said, my yoke is light and easy. All you really have to do is believe. Because that faith is what's going to get you saved. So now, and I'll say this, knowing that you're going to have men that's going to wake up in the last hour, right? You may call them blessed. I say they blessed. You know, some of them just don't know the name of your house shop. That alone, and they're going to be saved. Whereas you have some that's been toiling in the field for 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours, right? You might get a little jealous. But you know what? Those men that came up in the last hour, honestly, they jealous of you. They would say, man, I wish I had the ability to do what you're doing. Come out and teach and prove yourself. I wish I was born into this. Okay? But the Lord had his time for it. He woke us up to all according to his time. All right. They gonna be jealous of you, okay? They gonna wish that they had the ability to come out here and put their life in. How are you doing? See, you know why? Because you saying you're building up your treasure. We all got that same reward feeding with your salvation. But you can actually store up your treasure in heaven right now. You have the power to do it. You building up arms. You know you got that bank account for a reason, right? To pull from it in the time of crisis. You get to build that up right now to be protected from the day of evil. Or hell, for all you know, just you applying the wisdom and knowledge, providing a arm to somebody, that probably just earned you a planet, another planet in the kingdom. The scripture said the Most High is not forgetful to know your works that you've done. Right? So you should take that attitude and say, well, look, I'm glad I got time to build up, store up treasures in heaven now that I have the time. So use your time wisely. The gift that you have, give it your all. Right? So don't be jealous or envious of this. Last time I ain't had to do. Hey, guess what? Salvation is the same. Don't expect anything more. Right? If anything, just be glad to do it. And the Lord will bless you even more on the other side just because. Like I said, you're doing this work, for all you know, you probably just earned planets, you probably just earned another million, right? You probably just earned 2,000 some more slaves, okay? You never know. And then you building up all these people for the day of evil. So when evil times come, the Lord say, I remember that one. Don't make sure you eat good on the time of trouble. Right? I'm capable of that. So don't. You have time now, use it wisely.
Scripture say that most heaven rejoice over one that gets saved. What our will is. So we shouldn't, the jealousy or the envy or whatever, it shouldn't even be there. It should just be rejoicing over another Israelite woke up and came into the fact, man, and diligent, don't receive salvation.
Hey, I respect you, bro.
appreciate it. This is Romans 12:1. I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercy of Yahweh, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. Be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh. For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly, according as Yahweh hath dealt to every man the measure of faith. As we have many members in one body, and all members have not the same office. So we, being many, are one body in the Mashiach, and everyone members of one of another, having then gifts differing according to the grace that is given to us, whether prophecy, let us prophesy according to the proportion of faith, or ministry, let us wait on our ministry, or he that teaches on teaching, or he that exhorteth on exhortation, he that giveth, let him do it with simplicity, he that ruleth with diligence, he that showeth mercy with cheerfulness. Let love be without dissimulation. Abhor that which is evil. Cleave to that which is good.
Alright, so we're all in one body, but we all have the same office. So pray, ask the Lord to reveal you what your gift is. And you got people in the church. You have a speaker, you have a prophet, and you have some who are ministers. You have some who are drummers, musicians. You have people who are treasurers. And we got treasurers. You got people who are ministers, right? So, different offices, man. You know, different gifts. Just use it for the body. It's all for the same body. Not to say you can't learn Hebrew or you can't dive into the earth. It's all knowledge there. Whatever your weakness is, you can pray with your all for the sake of the body. We are all stones. We all have a part. Some stones place in the back, some place in the front. You don't see it, you gotta get that glory, because the Lord's going to just come and turn it.
That's never vital to build.
It's like how Shah is referencing as the chief cornerstone. This is the book of Peter, 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 5. Yeah, also as lively stones are built up a spiritual house and holy priesthood to offer us spiritual sacrifices acceptable to Yahweh by Yahushua Mashiach. Just like brothers, you got brothers that's into stones, you know. The stones have, you know, different healing qualities, you know, different benefits, you know. And, you know, that's a quote that goes out there, you know, hey, just like how these stones and these minerals and stuff like that within the earth, that the Lord said he formed medicines out of the earth, you know, they are very important for the body, you know, to keep away certain things, to keep you safe from radiation and stuff. Just like how every single brother that you see on the highways and byways is an important key factor to the body, you know, because you can't move, your legs don't go two different separate ways, they go the same way, you know. And if you thinking you can just go the different way and you thinking you can do your own thing, try it. And you're going to see that it ain't going to function right. That's why the body is very important. Because when one body is attacked, one part of the body is attacked, the whole body feels it. You know, so there is nothing single.
Very particular. Each one has different properties.
See, two preachers the other day. One had a Rolls Royce, one had a Bentley.
Some, most I created all the stones, right? But guess what? To build this house, he was very specific. It was mainly made of gold, mainly. But guess what? gold isn't as strong as iron. Yeah, iron weapon is stronger than the gold. So they got different purposes. Like you got the shungite here. Shungite has a purpose in itself, but it doesn't have the same purpose as the other. The other stone, maybe like jasper or white, different. Just pink, that kind of thing. Right? So you got different purposes. I feel today if you got this stone, you got different purposes.
Okay.
I need that. Shungite is actually works. You don't know. Most of the stuff I say crystals and all that stuff. And some of the stuff actually works. Shungite is one stone you can very well prove works. It's essential, especially now. I got a few around my house. I use some more.
Like obsidian too.
Like I said, that's another thing. And you use silver, actual silver, it's a cleanser. You got a cup of water, you can put silver in there, and it's fine. So, different purposes.
Yeah, they used to, but not now. But it's the reason why it's called silver. So like silver, bacteria can't live on silver. So that's why they made eating utensils out of silver. You know. Right. Yeah. Right.
They got rust underneath. So you start getting rust holes in it.
And you got some stones that may be more rare. They may not be as expensive. So
It's like jade, like rubies. It compared virtuous woman to a ruby. That's one of the most valuable stones. Is a ruby. Ruby, sapphire, and a jade stone. Those are the three most valuable stones.
some stones may be hard to get, but maybe the process of cleaning it or whatever isn't as hard or detailed versus some other stones that's more rare. I don't know the examples right now, but there's plenty of examples out there where you may say, well, this is more rare, but this should cost more. How come this one costs more than this one? Well, maybe the process of this one, the process of polishing is probably very good. That's probably you talk about the purple. The purple was valued back then because of the process it took just to make a thing of purple. You know, now you can get purple anywhere. Back then, maybe more rare because of the process of getting purple out, right? And it may not be the most popular color, but it is.
Now, see, they say that diamonds are precious and this and that, but they really not. You know, it's way more stones that are more valuable than diamonds. You know, Esau just set there so he can tax people and they got them in abundance so they can, you know, basically keep the money flow going and putting it as this is the standard of valuable jewels. But really,
That's what I was going to say, brother, is that they can easily get diamonds. So therefore, they know, oh, we can sell more of these. You know, we just jack the price up and just tell them that, oh, this is real expensive. This is a precious stone. It's not. That's like picking up coal.
yeah, it's a price. Tell the woman it's up that shit.
Yeah.
You never even grow diamonds in the land.
Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Bakakadash.
Peace and blessings to the hopefully elect. that was edifying. That, and Bible Ball.
Ball.